Hi everyone, welcome here again. So on today's episode, we are going to be looking at knowledge versus wealth, the Nigerian reality. So I actually came up with this topic as a result of the fact that it is something in the world whereby people who are intelligent, people who are very brilliant, who are who are knowledgeable, they just feel that by the virtue of the fact that they are being intelligent, they are knowledgeable, they are well read, they are smart, especially book smart, that they are supposed to be successful naturally. But I mean, life has made, even event has made us to see that most people who are even like the most intelligent, most brilliant, most book smart, they don't always like end up being as successful as those who are not book smart or those who are being referred to as being dull, kind of. And a simple scenario of this, or a simple case study of this, or a simple example of this is compare the people we have as professors, as PhD holders in the academics. Like most of them, especially in Nigeria, most of them are actually even surviving, like they are barely surviving because they can't even afford to feed themselves. I could recall a situation where when I was still in school, there was this lecturer whereby I think the government were having ASU issue and all sorts. They were not paid for like 2 3 months, and believe me, this lecturer was actually begging students even for him to be able to like feed himself. I could recall a situation whereby I registered to mark WAEC exam back then, and on getting there, I saw one of my lecturers too coming down there to mark like it's just so about one we just feel like people who are running businesses who are I mean the $30, the Dangotes of this world, they donate, they are not the most intelligent, but they are making money. Whereas these people that even like know everything, like very intelligent, brilliant, they are professors and all sorts, but they are not making as much money as those who people even perceive to like be dull or kind of. So, and that brought about this topic: knowledge versus wealth, the Nigerian reality. So, why do highly intelligent people, especially those in academia, struggle to convert their vast knowledge and intelligence into significant wealth? So the core reasons are structural and they are not about personal ability. You see, there is difference between life and difference between your academics and what you know and all sorts. So I'm going to be taking you through 4 reasons why people who are book smart might not or are not actually like be as successful as those who are not book smart. So the first one is lack of commercialization. So, being successful or making it in business is a function of being able to convert what you know into solving problems in the society and getting paid or getting paid in return for it. So, most people who are even knowledgeable, the reason why most of them can't actually convert their knowledge into something that can generate revenue for them is because of the fact that they lack the ability to be able to commercialize what they know. So many intellectual endeavors remain theoretical, and the link between academic research and commercial application is just so wide, kind of. So what we call town to town, there's something we call town to, I mean, town to gown or gown to tap, which means that whatever you have in your academy should be able to be directly translated to what is needed in the town. So, but in current situation or the current situation actually is that there's a wide gap between the gown and the town. So, as a result of this, most knowledge, most academic endeavors, they always end up either in journals or in publications, and they don't end up in the marketplace. And because this knowledge and intellect can be commercialized, even the people that knows them, people that embodies these particular things, they can't actually like be able to like make the best out of it. So lack of commercialization is actually one of the reasons that is actually what making most intelligent people remain the way they are financially because they can't be able to what conceptualize and commercialize what they know. The second thing I'll look at is risk aversion. You see, highly educated people or highly intellectual people, they actually want to they don't like risk. They don't like risk at all. They like stability. They like predictable income streams over anything that is high risk. And the word actually uh, that actually profit people, that gets the best out of whatever they are doing, is the word of uncertainty. And that's why entrepreneurship is more like where people are making it the most. Why? Because it's a word that is kind of uncertain, and people that are ready to take the risk, ready to go extra mile, ready to put everything into it, they get the best out of it in the long run. So, but intellectual people, they are kind of risk averse, and they seek security in a established system. They want a situation whereby, okay, I know that, okay, at the end of the month, this is what I'm earning. At the end of this year, this is what I'm earning. I want to just wake up, do this, do that, and I get this, something like that. So they don't want to go out of their own box. They just want to okay, they just want to be they just want this safety, this security, and all sorts. So intellectual people or intelligent people, they seek security in a established system, and this really offer massive wealth creation at all. So the third one I'm going to be looking at is focus on intrinsic value. So academic culture prioritize intrinsic value of knowledge over its economic potential. So it's just the people that just say, okay, I want to go to university. Okay, we want to go to study what? They will tell you they want to study, I want to study petrochemical engineering. Okay, how many refineries, functional ones, do we have in Nigeria? These things are not there. So the question then is, where exactly do you want to convert your knowledge to actually make money from it? You see someone say, okay, I'm going to university, I want to go and study botany. Okay, you want to go and study plants to actually do what at the end of the day? Or I'm going to the university, I want to go and study guiding and counseling. The question is, ask yourself, when exactly was the last time you left your house to go and visit someone to counsel you on something that matters to you, and you are willing or ready to pay the person in return? So it means that if someone should actually spend either 5 or 6 years on studying that course, it's more or less like a waste. Why? Because it has no economic potential at all. So, and this is one of the reasons why some people that are just after intelligence, after this and that, at the end of the day, they just realize that all the knowledge they have is just a waste, because the knowledge is not there, yes, but it doesn't have any economic potential at all. It can't solve any problem in the society, and as a result of that, it's more or less like a waste. So the mindset is often geared towards contribution to knowledge, to learning, not capital accumulation. So I think I read about this book by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I read the mindset of the rich dad, what the rich dad was telling his son, and what the poor dad was telling his son as well. So the mindset of most intelligent people is just okay, I just want to go to school, I want to go and learn, I want to have this degree and all sorts. But the mindset is not there that, okay, what can I actually do with this thing? If I have this knowledge, what can I actually turn this knowledge into that is going to actually make money for me? Or how can I even make money out of this particular knowledge at all? So the fourth one is market structure. So building wealth in Nigeria often requires navigating complex regulatory hurdles, infrastructure deficit, and an informal business culture. And these skills are rarely taught in formal education. You see, the marketplace, the principles that works in the marketplace and the principles that work in academics, they are just miles away. They are just like two parallel lines. So people that go to school to learn ABC and all sorts, read XYZ book and all sorts, they can't translate all these things into something that can make something substantial for them, because the structure in the academics and also the structure in the marketplace are actually kind of very different. The structure in academics is you read, you're trying to memorize, you pour it down, and they reward it. they will reward you with a very high grade and all sorts. But in the marketplace, it's very different. You may have studied the market. Okay, if I push this product into the market, I'm going to make massive sale. You put it into the market, it doesn't work. You try to do what, adjust again, rebrand it, do a little adjustments there, push it out again, and also so the structure in academics and also the structure in the market are very, 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 very different, especially as far as Nigeria is concerned. And all these skills that are needed to actually navigate the marketplace, they are not things that are being taught in schools. Most of these skills that are even needed even in workplace these days are not things that are taught in school. Emotional intelligence, communication, like all these things, they are not things that are being taught in school at all. So it as a result of this that you see a lot of people who are intelligent that even with the level of their intelligence, with the level of their grade and all sorts, they are not making the best out of it at all. At all. So the essence of this episode is just like open your eyes to some of the things that whereby you can be intelligent, you can be good, you can be smart at reading, at studying, and all sorts. But it doesn't mean life owes you all the best. Life doesn't owe you all the best because life is exactly whatever you make out of it. And for you to make the best out of life, you have to develop the skill that you can actually be able to to get the best out of life. So whatever course you are studying or whatever you studied and all sorts, just ask yourself, how can I commercialize this thing that I have? What are people being in need of in the market? What skill can I acquire to be able to render this particular service so that I can earn the best or something substantial for myself in return? So lastly, to convert intellect to wealth, one must be deliberate at embracing commercialization. You must be ready to commercialize. You must be ready to commercialize whatever knowledge you have. You must also be ready to take risks. You must be pragmatic and also market-facing mindset.